Good day fish people. In these trying times everyday cost is soaring up. Price of fuel and commodities is rising. We are affected because the cost of our supplies is increasing. To add this, one of the biggest cost for us in the hobby is the electricity bill. I constantly see people trying to figure out how a particular piece of fish keeping equipment cost to operate. As you know, some of our gear runs 24 hours for the whole year. These will include our air compressors and water pumps. With regards to heaters, I will make a separate video for that because the cost to operate heaters is not the same as our pumps. Let's now start. To start off, we will need to know how much is our kilowatt-hour rate. Now the published rate is actually different from the actual rate that you pay your electric service provider. In Cebu they will say it's around 14 to 15 depending on the area where you are. But I prefer a different method. And this is the actual amount that goes from your wallet to the service provider. First, you need to know how much kilowatts you are actually consuming. Look at the bill in the overlay. Under billed kilowatt-hour is the actual electricity you used for the period. Now divide that by the total bill. And this will give you the actual cost per kilowatt-hour. It includes all the add-ons and taxes etc. etc. It will be much higher than the supposed publish rate. But we base on this because this is the gross total and what you pay for that period. Now that we know the rate, next we will need to compute the actual kilowatt-hour a piece of equipment will use. If you look at our equipment, most of them have a rated wattage indicated on it. For example, for this the formula is wattage divided by 1000 times the no of hours the equipment is used. So for example, for a 18 watt pump, 18 divided by 1000 equals 0.018 multiplied by 24 will be 0.432 kilowatt hours every 24 hours running. And since our rate is 16 pesos per kilowatt hour, it will cost 6 pesos and 90 centavos more or less every day to operate. Multiply this by 30, so the monthly cost of the pump is 207 pesos. Now I understand that you probably do not like to do the maths. So I make an Excel file to compute the formula of the cost. Just simply input the value on the boxes. Let's try some typical cost computations, shall we? Most of us run 12 watt pumps to our sumps. So let's try that. See, that's the cost. From a singular perspective it does not seem so big a cost. But when you factor all the equipment you are using, that is when it gets interesting. Now these values can be adjusted accordingly. Let's say you're running 50 watt lights on a timer. And it runs for 6 hours. That is your cost. I have made a chart of some of our typical aquarium equipment. These computations are based on a 16 per kilowatt rate. Most Filipinos will fear heaters, thinking that it will shoot up the electric bill. I will purposely set up a way to measure the consumption to demonstrate that your apprehensions are not necessary. But this will be on another video, as I try to keep each of my videos as short and jam-packed with info as much as possible. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would help me grow my channel.